the Chicago Sky played their second preseason game, and despite it being close down the stretch, rookie Haley Van Lith actually leads the Chicago Sky, but with her playmaking to the fourth quarter victory for this game for the Chicago Sky. We're going to talk about it all and more, but first, we got to play that intro.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Hayes.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. I'm one of the hosts here, Hayes. I'll be joined by Steve-O here in a second, and the Chicago Sky get a win in their second preseason game against the Minnesota Lynx. This game was an interesting one throughout the entirety of this game. You get some playmaking from Haley Van Lith down the stretch of this game. She finishes with only 3 points, but 5 rebounds, also 1 block. She has defense and offense in the fourth quarter after they went down with only like 2 minutes left. I think it may have been a little bit less than that. But in this game, again, you got to see the Chicago Sky and their offense. Ariel Atkins had a much better game here in the second preseason game with 10 points. You get her, Sloot, and Camila Cardoso all in double figures in this game. Steve-O, how you feeling, brother?
I feel good. Especially to see how our I can't even say second unit, third unit really responded. Especially in that fourth quarter, I think they went down like a stretch of 2 to 3 minutes where they wasn't really scoring on both sides. Some questionable defense on both sides, some questionable shot making, but it was just like Haley came in the game after a couple minutes, was like, all right, we need to win. Came in, got a key is it a turnover? What was it? What was the key turnover? Was it a pass? What was it? The first thing
she forced that over and back, and
yes, she just started in making winning plays. She came in, made that, then came in, hit that crazy in and out step back 3, then came in and made a crazy ass cross court pass I didn't even see over to Wilson for the 3. So yeah, and a crazy dime down to Jessica Carter. That was the first thing I noticed. It was the dish down to Jessica Carter. She split it through the lane. So yeah, I like to see her resolve, especially how C-Dub said she came in the game, tried to run the floor, and it didn't look so good. The offense was struggling a little bit. We was a little slow on offense, so for her to come back in, and you can see that to me, she played more of her way. Instead of trying to be that floor general, she was just trying to be her, go attack, and then play make when she needed to. So yeah, I like that. That was my only thing. Like, we knew she could ball. It's all about adjusting. And to see that she is adjusting to this league pretty quickly than I expected, it's only up from here.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, I know it's preseason and all that, but like you could see that this even in this game it came. So I know you didn't get to watch the first half of this, but like when she got into the game in the first half, she didn't seem quite herself. Much different player in the second half of this game, HVL, and we don't win this game without HVL and the performance she had down the stretch of this game, offensively and defensively. She's gonna not only be an offensive presence, but also make those type of heads up plays defensively. She's going to make an impact for the Sky off the bench in year 1. Don't know how big that's going to be. We're going to see, but she's definitely going to make an impact in that. It's really good to see a young lady in Haley Van Lith just figure it out early on into her WNBA career. She's got to keep it up. So
yeah. Like I said, most times you see people come in making winning plays year 2, year 3, or if they like that in their rookie year, is later on. For her to have a game-winning situation against a well-established like this team, that unit played together a lot. That's a championship lineup, regardless. That's a championship bench. So for them to get it, just to get that win, and she just click in and know it was time to win, and she was able to do that against this caliber of team. Hey, like I said, this usually happens after the All-Star break. The fact that it's already happened now is good to see.
Yeah, I mean, and she wasn't out there with the best. She wasn't playing against like the frontline unit or anything like that. But you like to see that. Stephen, one of the things we were both very positive on is the way that the offense looked and flowed. Didn't flow as easily today, but are you still feeling confident about the Sky's new offense?
Yeah. Like I said, I was just shocked to see how good it looked already compared to in the first game. Like, for them to only have 3 practices, only known each other for 3 weeks, I already know they're not going to know this offense. They don't know. They still don't know this offense. They're probably not going to know this offense until probably a couple months in. So yeah, I expect some days to look better than others. You even see it in practice. If you hear about the reports in practice, I'll be getting my stuff from Seaway. Some days they be looking good. Some players they don't look good. Sometimes the second and third unit look better than starters, and that's going to happen even throughout the season. That's how you actually know you got a solid team around you. If you can have days where other teams and other players and other squads on that team can go at that starting position and put up a fight, that's how you know you got a solid squad. So yeah, I'm expecting for it to have some days, especially in the preseason, where they just up and down.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And it seemed like too, like, and this isn't to give any excuses, but it seems like the first preseason game, you could tell that they really wanted to get Kia Nurse worked in there. And I think there was a focus on getting Kia in rhythm and things like that. This game, it felt like, especially in the kind of the second quarter, even the start of the third quarter, like it was about Ariel Atkins. It was a lot about
Mhm.
Ariel Atkins, getting her involved in it, and getting her opportunities to isolate things like that, and Courtney and Camila's two-man game.
Mhm.
Angel didn't. She took 9 shots. They hit 4 of them, which is really good. That's a solid percentage. She had 8 rebounds as well, but she only played in 19 minutes. Camilla only played 17 minutes too. So it did seem like the focus was a little bit of them, but not really as much on them. So I
Yeah,
wouldn't really judge like the flow of the offense. I've seen some people already say like they got to go to the game plan. I think in preseason,
they
especially,
don't have one.
yeah, especially with in WNBA, you only have a week and a half of training camp. Um, I just don't think that there's necessarily, like you said, that formalized game plan. I think they're working on specific things, and we won't see that until the start of the season, as far as that firm game plan out there.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like I said, like I know a lot of people say like, "Well, we get Ariel for him." Like, if it was clear that she wasn't being aggressive at all the first game. So
Mm-hmm.
I knew second game it was more likely because if you seen what she did, Kia came in guns blazing. She didn't come in guns blazing today. Ariel was more assertive. So she did what she did. She gave us 10 points, 4 of 10. That's what we can ask for. That's what we need. And yeah, I liked it. I think that's only she just gave us a sprinkle of what she can do. I think it was times during the end where she was getting more hot. She made like 2 back-to-back shots, and then that's when we started to see the second unit start coming in. So yeah, I like what I see, and I think yeah, even in this next game, you're probably going to see a different type of game plan where they're probably focused on somebody else. Maybe they may be looking for Camilla. That might be a Camilla game. So we shall see.
Yeah, we should see. The bench today. We got to see a lot of the bench players that we probably aren't going to be on the roster as of tomorrow morning. When you look at it, who are the 3 players that you see being cut today or tomorrow?
I see uh what's her first name? Alex Wilson probably gonna get cut. I think Morgan is gonna get cut, and I think it will probably be Angel number 2. She probably get cut.
Jessica Carter. Yeah.
Jessica Carter, yeah.
I feel pretty confident in that too. Morgan Birch is out of there. Jessica Carter's probably out of there. Alex Wilson's probably out of there. That's basically what we expected. I know people have talked about other players being cut, like Mariah Jefferson, things like that. But with them having
Yeah.
guaranteed contracts, I don't necessarily see that happening. Now, Mariah Jefferson didn't get in this game today, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I think the cuts are going to be pretty straightforward, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and we kind of see what fits and what don't fit, and yeah, like especially with Alex Wilson, she was the shooter, so we already know who our shooters are, so we knew she wasn't gonna make it. Everybody else, the bigs, like it's Jessica Carter is gonna be tough with the bigs. We already have Angel, Camilla, and E. Will. It's gonna be hard to make that rotation as well. So yeah, this is pretty expected.
Yeah. It is what it is, man. I mean, hey, it's going pretty much according to board. We didn't get to see a lot of Maddie Westbeld in this game. I don't know if that's a sign that they feel pretty confident in her, or whatever it is. But she got into that late run. But other than that stretch in the fourth quarter when we knew the starters weren't coming back in, we really didn't see a lot of Maddie Westbeld out there. So we'll see.
Mhm.
But yeah, I feel like it. I'm in a really good place. As far as confidence level, like I said, I'm taking from it more the style of play more than the execution of everything. that rotation is going to become over the first week or so, maybe even 2 weeks of the regular season is when you're going to see that rotation kind of figure itself out, and you'll settle into a rotation, a pretty consistent rotation at that point.
Mhm.
But the starting five, do you think that starting five set? Angel, Camila, Courtney Vandersloot, Kia Nurse, Ariel Atkins. You think that's set as a starting five?
Yeah, Kia won a job day one.
Yeah.
She just played. She played too well. She fit the what I think she fit the scheme of what Tyler Marsh and the rest of the staff wanted to do in terms of spacing, ball movement, experience, and not only can she shoot, she can also do other things as well. And like you see it today, like she was able to make some key passes, play some defense. Um, I mean, I think she had an assist, maybe a steal. So yeah, I think she, for the most part, she gonna be a starter. I'll be shocked if he put anybody else. If it would be Michaela,
Michaela. Which, and listen, shout out
which
to
is
Michaela.
understandable. Yeah,
I know she went 2 of 7 today, right? But the thing that I loved about Michaela is that you got to see she's aggressive offensively and defensively. I don't know if that she's just settled into this role of being another year starting off with this team. The confidence from Tyler Marsh, if he's like basically told her, hey, this is your role, this is what I need you to do. But she seems very intentional. I do want her to shoot the ball a little bit better. 1 of 4 from 3-point range. You need to be better than that. But like her defensive intensity seems like she really understands what she wants to do defensively.
yeah. I think if you was to ask her what she thinks is her greatest strength, it probably is her defense.
Yeah.
That's what she probably hang her head on. That's probably what she probably stayed in the league at. And yeah, she's kind of like a 3-and-D player, but she also could put the ball on the floor, and she's also pretty good in transition. I think that's probably a game she should explore a little bit more as well. Let her loose in that on that court, because when she run, ain't too many people sticking up with her, and you don't want to be in front of her when she finishes.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Peter says drop Bantam off at the bakery. That's
Yeah, she did not have a good game today.
at all. Like I want to be
Yeah.
clear here. At all. Not even a little bit. Like Rachel Bantam, not Big Mama, Brick Mama. That's what I'm calling her until she starts hitting shots, because it was bad today. And she had some good looks. She forced some, and that's shooters do that sometimes when their shot isn't falling, they start forcing it. But even when the ones she didn't force, like it
And
just
she wasn't Big Lotto. She was Big Tahoe. That's was that. I'm sorry. That was a little far. I'm sorry. God didn't touch my shoulder like he did yours.
That's crazy. Leon says Steve, I really wish we kept a third big in there though. Angel and Camila won't have as much wear and tear. They both so injury prone. We need a third big. Did you forget Elizabeth Williams is on the roster?
And Maddie Westbeld,
And Maddie Westbeld.
if she stays.
So I think
Yeah, we
we're
got.
fine on the big there, bro.
Yeah.
Imani says only where they always has my vote. Her energy is just different.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Every time. It's no different. It's never a time like it's almost like, motherfucker, do you have bad days? Because she is never nothing different. You expect the same shit from her. Play hard, not gonna complain. Even if she's not shooting good, she keeps the same face, same energy. I love her. She's probably one of the Chicago favorites for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Venom is only good for spot up threes. I don't even like. She hasn't even shown that this
She
season
hit
yet. I
one
hope that she
spot
can
up
get
three
back to
today.
that.
She hit one spot up three out of hold on, let me check. Out of three, and she was 1 for 4 from the field.
That's honestly ridiculous. Like, Rachel Banham, and for her to have such a specialized role. And again, I'm not trying to judge anything too harsh, not because I don't want to go in, but because it's preseason, right? So, and the rotations are weird. I hope that they run more off-ball screens for her. Like me and you said this last year, Steve-O. Rachel Banham doesn't need a dribble. You come off screens, you shoot, or you pass it off to somebody. Don't dribble.
JJ Reddick.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about
That's
right.
what she need. JJ Reddick. Go call him. Go study him. That's you in a nutshell.
That's a fact. Y'all think Maddie earned that spot yet? Love her for Irish, but I don't know if she's shown enough. I want it for
I
her,
think Maddie, it will be what's the word I'm looking for? It's on the tip of my tongue. It's like not a project. What's the word I'm looking for? Politics. That's a politics pick.
Politics?
They like her so much. She might not be ready to play right now, but like I said, if she was healthy, she's a first round pick. So I think because of that, due to their politics and how much they like her, they gonna politic her into making a squad, which I don't have no problem with.
Yeah, I still like Maddie's upside. Like, I mean, she played really good defensively in that first game. It wasn't, she didn't even take a shot today.
Yeah,
She did have 3 rebounds, but I think Maddie's gonna be fine. I think what Maddie offers as far as in that big rotation and a different skill set, like she can stretch the floor out some. So I think she has a really good chance. The only way I would have seen her not if Morgan Birch came in here and played
yeah,
amazingly well, and she really didn't. So
yeah. She's something that the league don't all have. Everybody don't have a 6'4", 6'3" motherfucker that can play big and shoot from the outside.
yeah, that's a fact. Let's see. Think about this team with Carter instead of Banham. I mean, yeah, but that's I get what you're saying there, right? But that's doing replace this player with him. Like Kennedy Carter wasn't going to come in and play Rachel Banham's role.
Yeah.
And I think that's just what comes down to. Like we know, Kennedy Carter should be in the WNBA. That's just period, point blank. She should be in the WNBA. But it is what it is when it comes down to it, unfortunately. So. Maddie's very good on defense and I hope they keep her. I noticed that the other bigs towards the end barely passed her the ball. They was just throwing up bigs when she was open. That's another. I mean, having better point guard play is definitely gonna be something there.
And she didn't. Let me double check and make sure I ain't lying because I don't remember her getting much time. She only played. Hold on. They don't even got her on the roster. That's how much she didn't play. I think she only played like 4 minutes.
Who?
Maddie Westbeld.
Oh yeah.
She played 9 minutes. Like ain't much you can do in that. And then the time it was very brief because I think it was like she got pulled early when she first came out.
Leon, are you living in the world? Like where are we panicked at? Who's I don't think anybody's panicking. And then last year preseason, maybe. I don't think anybody's panicking either. We want 1-1 in the preseason. I think at the start of the season we started panicking because we lost 6 out of our first 8 games. But
he might be reading people in the comments because
okay,
it is a lot of motherfuckers up in here.
Yeah, that's true. Kennedy Carter ain't coming back. She's making more money over there, and they treat her better, stroking her ego. Oh, like facts, like 100%. I think that Kennedy will be back in the W at some point. This is the humbling that unfortunately the WNBA does sometimes, whether it's next year or the year after. I do think Kennedy Carter's going to be
back. It's the second humble then.
That's, you know what? I didn't think about that.
I'm about to say, this is the second humble.
I didn't think about that part. Yeah. You're right.
Because last year, she was not in the league before last year, I would say. So that was the first humbling.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just want better for Kennedy, man. But like you said, she's making money, so that's a good thing. She's so I'm sure Kennedy's happy. It would be nice for her to be able to do it here in the States, so we could still watch her play basketball every single day. But shout out to Kennedy Carter, man.
Mm-hmm.
Kennedy is in Mexico. Yep, she's in Mexico. Watching Sloth is so cool.
I'm already on his ass.
Yeah, get this dumbass motherfucker out of here. It's bad enough that your mama dropped you on your head and never mind. Oh, I can't make the joke. I'm trying to clean my life up. I was about to go in, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Just know his profile picture was I'm gonna finish it, a bitch.
All right. Oh, well, with that, any last thoughts, Steve, before we get up out of here?
Ladies, we need more stand-up men in this world. Stop raising bitches and coming up in our chat talking about women they can't get.
Exactly. Like we need more fathers in the home. Like
please.
Just please. Like it's when you have your father in the home, you don't have to come in trying to attack young women that are out here playing. Like you don't have to do that, right?
Stop being Pookies and Ray so they got some good choices out here. God damn.
It's real crazy, my boy.
I'm tired of raising y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah. Troy says, earlier I mentioned Sky need to work on letting teams back in the second quarter after building a big lead in the first. It's preseason. I wouldn't read too much. Like, you could be right. Let's wait and see if it happens in the regular season. I'm not going to read too much into that.
And I'm going to just tell you right now, that's young team shit. Like, that's going to take us a minute to learn, especially with under a new a coach that's trying to learn how to be a head coach too. I think we're going to have a lot of games and a lot of L's because of that. Yeah. Well, let me not say a lot of L's, but some crucial L's because of that.
Before we get up out of here, Steve, have you seen the new intro yet?
No, I did not.
All right, hold on.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Hayes.
That motherfucker hard.
Listen, I left some spots in there so I could add some highlights from over the season. But yeah. You know, taking steps up around this mug.
Now you know what they finna say now.
What?
Nah, yeah, you did all that. That's why you still got Matt Eberflus in the goddamn Bears intros. Yeah.
I swear I'm leaving them in there to the start of the season just to troll people. Like the new one's already done. It is what it is.
Why you say that? You said
I'm just an asshole, bro. Like I told you, I'm just an asshole. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. We got to get ready to go over here and do this NBA game. We appreciate you guys. Can't wait till the new season starts. Make sure you guys are following us at Chicago Sky Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, Chicago Sky Central at gmail.com. And lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799, or the number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.